Dr. Terino was able to correct what had previously been done, and he did it in a very natural way.
He's always concerned with the patient's needs and wants. Very successful. I admire that.
That's funny to say, but I do. I feel that security, that confidence.
I would certainly recommend, and I have recommended Dr. Terino.
I found out about Dr. Terino a long time ago. Basically, I think I just ended up doing a lot of research, and I was initially looking for a doctor that could help me do my nose, a rhinoplasty, and I had searched around and I narrowed it down to about 3 different doctors, and I went and I met with each one individually, and Dr. Terino was one of them. And I just ended up liking everything that he said. I love the staff. From the moment that I walked in, I just felt comfortable, and there was a certain amount of just reassurance that I had when I spoke to Dr. Terino that made me feel like, okay, this is a person that's going to be able to help me. Well, basically what I needed was a rhinoplasty, and I wanted it because, as many people out there have the problem, I also had a deviated septum, and my nose was, it was sort of caved in, it was scooped out, and so I really wanted someone who would be able to help get me back to what my nose originally was. So I wanted to maintain the integrity of my nose, if you will. I didn't want anything that looked pinched or that looked fake or that looked, I wanted it to look very natural. I wanted to look like myself. And so that was very, very important to me, because I found that today there are so many doctors out there that are really, they're selling and they're trying to create different looks, and they have in their minds images of how they might want someone to look. And for me, I didn't want that. I really just wanted to look like myself. And so I loved that Dr. Terino, when I spoke to him, he agreed with that, and he agreed with, natural and me maintaining my own look. I didn't want to look like, anyone else. I just wanted to look like my best me. And so Dr. Terino was just a professional. He was just completely in line, in balance with what I wanted. And he reassured me, and just the things that he said, the knowledge and the experience that came through in conversations that I had with him. And it wasn't just one, because I'm a little bit of a nervous Nelly, and I was really anxious, and as anyone should be, I was concerned about the outcome, and I wanted to make sure, as I said, that my nose turned out natural and that I looked like myself. And so he was very kind and very patient. And I asked a lot of questions, and we had several meetings. It wasn't just one. And Dr. Terino, Dr. T as I call him, just went into great detail about what he was going to be doing and about the procedure, the process. And he never once got tired of explaining to me what exactly he was going to do and how he was going to do it. And I really like that. I really like that I didn't feel rushed. It wasn't, I was in the office and I gotta go. Even though there were tons of patients always out in the waiting room, it didn't matter. He has this calm Zen thing about him. And he takes his time. He takes his time, and he did. And that was really wonderful. And that's what I really liked. And ultimately, that's what I went with, and I'm glad I did. The first procedure I had done was just the way I remember it, was very quick. It was very fast. And that should have probably been my first red flag, as they say. It didn't come out the way I wanted to, and I was pretty upset. This is my face, and I didn't feel like the doctor really cared, and he really didn't take a high level of interest in finding out what I wanted. Even though I would tell him, I just didn't feel like that connection was there, and I didn't feel like he genuinely knew what I wanted in the result. I felt like he was just kind of listening to me, but that in his mind, he already had a preconceived notion of what he was going to do. Well, obviously it turned out to be what he wanted and not what I wanted. So that's when I decided that I really wanted to make it right, and I made it my goal, and I searched high and low, and thankfully I found Dr. Terino. Post-op was pretty easy. It wasn't bad at all. A lot of people think it's going to be some terrible, horrific thing, and really, for me, I had zero pain. I had none. No pain whatsoever. And, I was up, I was doing things. I even went out. I left my house several times. It really wasn't a big deal. I just had a little splint on my nose, and that was it. So really, there's nothing to worry about. And if ever I had a question, I knew that I just felt so much reassurance knowing that Dr. Terino and all of his staff, they were always there for me. It didn't matter what time of day. They are amazing. They are truly, truly just top-notch when it comes to customer service. You can't beat a staff like this. They definitely, define, they are the epitome of excellent customer service.